Hello and welcome to your 30-minute all levels yoga flow class. My name is Emily and I'll be guiding you through today's practice. We are going to start in seated position today. So taking on a comfortable seated position of your choice, whether that's cross-legged or heroes, which is kneeling on the knees and allowing the sit bones to sit back onto the heels. Please take whichever position is most comfortable for your body today. If you have tight hips or maybe tight legs, options to choose to sit on a block, a pillow, or any elevated surface to allow the knees to drop down a little bit lower. I'll give you a moment here in seated to settle in and reconnect your breath to your body. Start to take notice of the space that you're in right away and the surface that you're practicing on. Maybe check in with the body. Can you get yourself a little bit more comfy in seated position? Allow the hands to come to rest either on the knees, palms face up or face down. Also option to bring one hand to the low belly, one hand to the chest as you feel the breath pass in and out. Eyes can stay open here, or maybe you choose to unfocus them as you stare at an unmoving spot. Options also to close down the eyes completely if you feel safe in the space that you're practicing in. I'll give you a full minute here just to breathe, just to be as you settle in. Good. Now, options to stick with that natural breath as you were just practicing, or you may choose to practice Ujjayi or ocean sounding breath with me today. Now, ocean sounding breath creates a warmth or a constrictive feeling within the throat. It also tends to warm up our abdominal area and our core. We will be practicing a lot of core related exercises today, moving into a peak standing position. So this is important. If you'd like to stay with your natural breath, absolutely, that is excellent. If you'd like to follow along with Ujjayi, we'll do a few steps together where I'll talk you through it, and then I'll give you some room to play and to just breathe with that Ujjayi. Ujjayi feels like on the exhale that we're fogging up a glass or a cup, so it sounds like this. So you can imagine if there was a cup in front of my mouth or a mirror, I would fog it with my exhale. Inhale can be through the nose or the mouth. So we'll try that together, and feel free to bring that hand in front of the face to act as a mirror. And it just gives you some reference point for when we're doing our exhale and creating that fogging action. So let's take an inhale together here through the nose or the mouth. Exhale, open mouth, fog your mirror. Good. Let's do that once more. Inhale. Exhale to fog. Good. Now on our next round of Ujjayi, we're going to fog in the same way, exhaling into the hand. This time though, we're going to close our mouth halfway through. All that happens here is the air is redirected out through the nostrils, and it may feel like a gentle or increased warming in the back of the throat. Let's try it together. Let's take an inhale here. Exhale, fog. Close halfway through. Good. Let's try that again. Out unprompted. Inhale. Exhale, fog. Good. I'll give you a moment here to practice that one on your own. Good. On our last step here, we're going to practice that full exhale with the mouth closed. So all the air will be redirected out through the nostrils. We just did a halfway exhale with the mouth closed. We're going to try the full thing. If you don't love it, that's okay. Head back to the halfway breath. If not, you can transition back into your natural breath as well, whatever works for you. When you're ready, let's take an inhale. Exhale, mouth closed. Good. 2 more times together. Inhale here. Exhale, mouth closed. Last time, inhale. Exhale, mouth closed. Good. I'll give you some space here to play with that or return to your natural breath. We'll take 1 full minute just of breathing. Good. When you're ready, let's return to your natural breath if you haven't already done so. If you're sitting on a prop today, I'll invite you just to remove it out from underneath your hips, allowing it to be placed anywhere near the top of your mat should you want to use it throughout today's practice. When you're ready, let's rock forward onto hands and knees, arriving to a tabletop position. Let's check in table here. Take notice that the shoulders are over top of the wrists and the hips are over the knees. Good. When you're ready, let's take an inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin and the tailbone. Exhale to round through the spine, push into the palms at the same time, chin and tailbone tuck in. Good. Inhale, belly drops, chin and tailbone lift. Exhale, we round. Inhale here, belly drops, chin and tailbone lift. Exhale to round. Now I'll invite you to take on 5 to 7 full more rounds of your cat-cow, taking what you need at the pace of your choice, and maybe adding any creative movements that feel good for the spine today. Let's take one more full round of breath here in our cat-cow. We'll meet in neutral table in no rush to arrive. Take notice of your shoulders again. Check that they're over top of those wrists. And take notice of the hips and make sure they're over top of the knees. When you're ready, inhale, walk right fingertips forward, kick left toes back. Exhale as you arrive. Inhale, squeeze through the core, pick up right hand, left foot, and exhale, hold. We're going to hold here for 3 more breaths. One more breath and hold. Let's take a collective inhale together. Exhale, tap right fingertips down, left toes touch. Inhale, lift, reach. Exhale, tap. Last time, inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, bring right hand under shoulder, left knee under left hip. Good. Take an inhale, walk left fingertips forward, kick right toes back. Exhale as you arrive. On that next inhale, lift through left hand, kick right heel back, reach. 3 more breaths here and hold. Last breath here. Good. Let's take a collective inhale together. Find length through the spine. Reach as far as you can. Exhale, tap left hand down, right toes touch. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, tap down once more. Inhale, lift, reach. Exhale, tap. Let's bring left hand underneath left shoulder, right knee underneath right hip. Take an inhale here in table. Let's widen out the knees just a little bit over hips, let's distance apart. Exhale to sit the hips back over the heels. Child's pose. 3 breaths here as you arrive through child's. Take notice of that ujjayi. Maybe practice the exhale with mouth closed to warm up through the core and the back of the throat. Let's take a collective inhale here at center, arms reaching down your mat. Exhale to walk fingertips towards the right side of your space and hold for 1 breath. Good. Inhale, fingertips walk through center. And exhale as they reach towards the left side of your space. Holding here. 1 full breath. Good. Inhale through center. Exhale as you melt the chest down. Excellent. Let's take an inhale. Pick up left fingertips. Walk them through the space you've made between your right hand and your right knee. Shoulders going to gently touch down here. Forehead will follow. This is our thread the needle in child's pose. Take notice of that left hip here. Make sure it's sitting back over top of those left heels. Reach right hand down the length of your mat. 1 more breath here in this gentle twist. Good. On your next inhale, let's unthread the needle. Reach left hand down the length of your mat. Exhale as you arrive. Inhale this time, pick up right hand, thread it through the space you've made between the left hand and the left knee. Right shoulder drops down, head will follow, gentle twist. Take notice of that right hip this time. Ensure it's intending towards that right heel. 1 more breath here. Inhale to unthread that right hand and exhale, reach it down the length of your mat, chest melts. Take an inhale, let's rise up through table. Exhale, tuck into the toes, shift the hips up and back, child's pose. Downward facing dog. Good. While we arrive into down dog, let's just take notice of our alignment. Check in with the fingers. Root through the index finger and the thumb, all 10 fingers wide. Take notice of the heels. Ensure they're intending towards the earth. At the same time, maybe bend into those knees so the sit bones can sit up and back just a little bit higher. Let's take an inhale here, bend into the knees. Exhale, wave forward, high or low plank. Take an inhale in the plank position that you chose. Exhale, drop the knees, bend into the elbows as the chest lowers to the earth. Take an inhale, push into the palms, lift the chest into cobra. Exhale, lower. Good. Inhale to tuck into the toes, lift through table or high plank. Exhale as the hips shift up and back, down dog. Good. Take 3 breaths here as you arrive into that down dog. On that next inhale, let's bend into the knees. Exhale to walk, hop, or step the feet up to meet the hands at the front of your space and fold. Good. Take an inhale, root to rise in through those heels. Arms reach up, overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, bend deeply into those knees, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Good. Inhale, hands to shins, chest lifts. Exhale, fold. Inhale, push into the heels once more, rise. Arms sweep up, overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Come to rest hands on either hip. Good. I'm going to take an inhale here in mountain. Exhale, sit the hips back, chair. Inhale, push into the heels, rise. Exhale, hips sit back, chair. Good. 3 more just like this. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, chair. Last 2 as you follow your breath. Good. Inhale to find your way through mountain. This time, exhale, left foot steps back. High lunge on the right side. Take a moment here as you settle into high lunge. Hands can stay at hips. Check in with that front knee. Ensure it's deeply bent and in the direction of those front toes. When you're ready, take an inhale. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, bend into those elbows, cactus. At the same time, pull those palms back into space. Take an inhale here with that chest crowd. Exhale, intent elbows together in front of the face. Inhale, let's open. Exhale, we close. 3 more here. Follow your breath. Take notice of that Ujjayi. Can we warm up through the core on every exhale? Last one. We'll meet with arms in cactus. Take a full inhale here as you arrive. Exhale, hands to hips. Now on your next full round of breath, inhale and exhale, I want you to play as you lift off that left foot, coming to arrive with weight distributed into front leg, into warrior 3. Now extend left foot down the length of your mat, almost as if you're pressing it into an invisible wall. Hands can stay at hips, or arms can reach in front. 1 more breath here, warrior 3. Good. When you're ready, let's step that left foot back down. Lift the chest. Arms sweep up overhead. Let's bring the hands down to frame that front foot. Step right foot back to meet the left. Hip shift up and back. Down dog. Inhale here, bend into the knees. Exhale as we wave forward. High or low plank. Take an inhale in plank. Exhale, drop the knees, bend into the elbows as you lower the chest to the earth. Good. Take an inhale to push into the palms. Lift the chest into cobra. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, tuck into the toes, lift your table or high plank. Exhale as the hips shift up and back, down dog. Good. Take 3 breaths here as you arrive into that down dog. Wonderful. When you're ready and on your next inhale, I'll invite you to bend into both knees. Exhale, walk, hop, or step the feet up to meet the hands at the front of your space and fold. When you're ready, take an inhale, root to rise through those heels. Arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Good. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, bend deeply into those knees, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, hands to shins, chest lifts. And exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, root to rise once more. Arms sweep up overhead. This time on the exhale, let's bring the hands through heart center and onto the hips. Excellent. We're going to take an inhale here in mountain. Take notice of the feet. Make sure they're hip width distance apart. Exhale, sit those hips back, chair. Inhale, push into the heels, rise through mountain. Exhale, chair. 3 more here. Last 2, follow your breath. We'll inhale to rise, meet in mountain. Exhale, this time we're going to step right toes back. High lunge on the left side. Take notice of that front leg. Ensure there's a deep bend, and the knee is intending in the direction of those front toes. Good. When you're ready, inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, bend into those elbows, cactus. Push palms slightly back in space. Open up through the chest. Good. Take an inhale here with arms in cactus. Exhale to intend elbows together in front of the face. Inhale, we open. Exhale to close. 3 more here as you follow your breath. Maybe check in with your natural breath or that Ujjayi. Last time. We'll meet with arms in cactus. Take an inhale here, chest wide and proud. Exhale, hands to hips. I'm going to take a full round of breath here to play into that warrior 3 on this side. Options to play into it by lifting up that right foot, maybe bringing it back down. We're going to distribute our weight into our left foot. When you're ready, hinge at the hips, distribute weight into left foot, and extend right heel back as if it's kicking into an imaginary wall. Hands can stay at hips here, or they can extend over the head. Take one more full round of breath. Good. Inhale, step right foot down. Exhale as you arrive, high lunge. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, fold over the thigh. Hands come to frame front foot. Root into the hand, step left foot back to meet the right. Hip shift up and back, down dog. We're going to take our last vinyasa flow here before we settle in for some cool down. When you're ready on your inhale, let's bend into both knees. Exhale, wave the spine forward, high or low plank. Good. Inhale in plank. Exhale, drop into the knees, bend into the elbows, lower the chest to the earth. Inhale here. Push into the palms, lift the chest into cobra. Exhale, we lower. Inhale to tuck into the toes, lift through table or high plank. Hip shift up and back, down dog. Find rest here in that down dog for 3 full breaths. Good. On your next inhale, let's drop both knees down to the earth. Arriving through table, exhale to intend right or left hip to the ground, prepping to swing those legs around to enter reclined. When you're ready and it's safe to recline, laying all the way down on your back. Soles of the feet are going to stay on the earth here. Knees bent. The heels about 1 foot away from the edge of the glutes. Good. We're going to take on some dynamic bridge before we settle into our Shavasana. When you're ready, inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, root into the heels, rise through the hips, bridge. Good. Inhale, bring those hands back past the hips all the way to the earth. And exhale, hips lower. And do this 4 more times together. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hips rise. Inhale, arms sweep back past the hips to the earth. Exhale, hips lower. Good. Inhale, arms reach up and overhead. Exhale, lift hips. Inhale, bring arms back down. Exhale, hips lower. Last 2 times as you follow your breath. As the hips lower into the earth 1 last time, take an inhale, pick up the heels and tend both knees towards the chest. Exhale to grasp onto outer knees or maybe behind the knees, grabbing onto the thighs. Take a full few breaths here to rock side to side, massage out the low back. Good. Attempt to find stillness at center. Take another big inhale and tend the knees as far as you can towards the chest. And then exhale, find extension through the body, through the legs, through the arms. Take up space in your final resting pose. Options if you have any low back tension today, to bring soles of the feet to the earth with knees bent and knocked in towards each other. We are going to stay in our Shavasana today for about 4 minutes, and I'll bring you back at the end of those minutes to close the class together. And if you'd like to stay in Shavasana today for as long as you wish and you choose to do so. If you'd like to eventually join me in seated, I'll first invite you to bring awareness back to your physical body. Find any small movements that feel great. Maybe move through the fingers and the toes. Options to massage the back of the head into the floor or the surface that you're on. Maybe it'll feel good to find a long stretch, reaching the arms overhead, pointing to either toes. Or maybe you choose to bring the knees and tending them towards the chest for another body hug. When you're ready, rolling onto either right or left side through fetal position. Taking a breath as you arrive here in fetal. Before using that helping hand to push your way up into the seated position of your choice, whether that's cross-legged or heroes. Take a moment as you arrive into seated. Soften the gaze or close down the eyes completely. Allow the hands to rest on the body where they're most comfortable. Good. Let's take one full breath here together. On our exhale, we're going to just sigh it out. Be as loud or as quiet as you want. When you're ready, inhale here through the nose and the mouth. Exhale, let's sigh it out. Good. Let's bring the palms together in front of the body, rub them for friction and for heat, for warmth. And bring this warm, healing quality you've made between the hands over your chest for your heart space. As you slowly begin to open your eyes, refocus for the day, and welcome yourself to your day. Again, my name is Emily. Thank you so much for joining.